The house was quiet, too quiet, the kind of silence that made your skin itch. Jungkook had left for a 3-day trip along with his parents for a family business conference in Busan. He had kissed you goodbye before sunrise, whispering sweet promises to call you late and reminding you to rest, eat, and not move a finger. But the moment the sound of the car faded into the distance, everything changed. "You are up already?" came the shrill voice from behind. You turned, holding your growing belly, and saw her, Jungkook's sister Jiyoon, standing with her arms folded and a fake smile stretched across her lips. You offered a polite nod. "Good morning." "Good morning. You are living in my house and carrying a John baby. The least you could do is make yourself useful." You blinked. "I thought the housekeepers..." "I sent them on leave," she interrupted, shrugging. "We don't need outsiders in the house while our family is away, but we do need someone to clean up and cook. So get to it." You hesitated. "Jiyoon, I'm pregnant. Jungkook said I should rest." "Pregnant, not dying. Unless you want me to tell mom and dad that you were lazy and acting like a queen behind their back." Your heart sank. You knew how much Jungkook respected his parents, and though they didn't mistreat you, they often looked for reason to doubt your worth in the family. And so you gave in. You stood at the counter, carefully slicing vegetables with trembling hands. Jiyoon sat at the dining table, scrolling on her phone with an occasional dramatic sigh. "This rice is undercooked. Are you trying to poison me?" You bit the inside of your cheek. "I can make something else." "No, forget it. Just clean up. This mess is making me lose my appetite." Your back was aching, your head throbbed, but you nodded and started cleaning the plates. A list was thrown in your lap as you rested on the couch. "These are the guest rooms that needed cleaning, and my laundry is in the basket. Don't wrinkle anything. I'm meeting someone important tonight." You stared at the paper, your vision was getting slightly blurred. "I really need rest, Jiyoon. I have been standing since morning." She clicked her tongue and leaned in with a venomous whisper. "You should have thought about that before trapping my brother. You think you have trapped Jungkook with that baby, don't you? Let me tell you something. You are nothing but a face to him. He was supposed to marry Soyeon, my best friend, class, family, not some..." Her words stabbed deep, but you stayed silent. You couldn't fight her, not when Jungkook wasn't here to defend you. Finally, you came into your room because she was busy talking to her friends. You lay curled on the bed, one hand on your stomach. "Hang in there, baby, just a little longer. Your dad will be back soon and everything will be okay." Your phone buzzed. "Jungkook, miss you already. Did you eat? Please rest, okay? I love you." You held the phone close to your chest, heart aching. You didn't want to worry him, so you texted back simply, "I'm fine. Love you too." You had barely finished hanging the laundry when the gate bell rang. Startled, you wiped your hands on your dress and walked slowly towards the front door, still slightly sore from yesterday's endless chores. You opened the door and froze. "Jinwoo?" Your cousin stood there, beaming, holding a suitcase and a box of imported chocolates in one hand. "Surprise?" He grinned, pulling you into a gentle hug. "I told you I would visit once my project wrapped up. I landed last night." You blinked in disbelief. "I thought you wouldn't be back until next month." He shrugged. "Plans changed. Thought I would visit my favorite cousin and meet the guy who finally took you off the market." You smiled faintly, touched by his effort. You stepped aside. "Come in. Jungkook is out of town for a couple of days, but he'll be back soon." Jiun stood at the top of staircase, watching the scene unfold. Her expression turned unreadable. A man in their house with you while Jungkook was away. She narrowed her eyes. This was the opportunity she hadn't even asked for. She descended the stairs slowly. Who is this? She asked with forced sweetness. You turned, still smiling. This is Jinwoo, my cousin. He has just arrived from the US. Jiun's eyes flitted over him, scanning him with barely veiled suspicion. Cousin? She echoed, as if the word left a bitter taste in her mouth. Jungkook never mentioned him. You open your mouth to explain, but Jinwoo beat you to it. Actually, we haven't met yet. I missed the wedding because of work abroad, but I have heard a lot about Jungkook. He extended his hand, polite and sincere. June shook it slowly, her smile tight. Well, I hope you enjoy your visit, she said, tone clipped. Then she turned to you with an edge in her voice. I'll be in my room. Let me know when the floors are done. You frowned. I already mopped this morning, not the second floor. She walked away without waiting for a response. Jinwoo raised an eyebrow. You do the housework here? Don't they have house help? You sighed. We do have house help, and no, I don't do the housework. Then why the hell did she order you to clean? He said, cutting you off. You put a hand on his knees. I'll tell you everything later, he said. She doesn't seem too fond of you. You gave a tired smile. She is complicated. You and Jinwoo sat under the shade, sipping lemonade and catching up. You laughed for the first time in days, reminiscing about your childhood and teasing each other like old times. Unbeknownst to you, June had been watching from the upper balcony. She quickly pulled out her phone, one click, then another. She captured several photos of you laughing with Jinwoo, him leaning in, his hand brushing your arm as he made a joke. Your head tilted back in laughter. With the right angle and no context, it looked intimate, too intimate. June sat at the dining table, swiping through her gallery. She selected the best ones, carefully picked, cropped, and ready. Then she opened a new message. You should see what your wife is doing while you are away. She attached the photo, waited, a message was sent, then deleted, then resent from another number. She leaned back with a cruel smile. Let's see how long your little fairy tale lasts, brother. You lay in bed, exhausted but content, after Jinwoo left to check into a nearby hotel. You had promised him you would take him sightseeing the next day if you felt well enough. You opened your phone and scrolled to Jungkook's chat. Jinwoo came to visit today. Remember the cousin I showed you a photo of once? He finally got time off. I told him to stay at a hotel, but he brought gifts and came all this way. I wish you were here. You waited for a reply. None came. You frowned. No blue tick, no scene. Jungkook always replied, even if it was just an emoji. You clicked his profile, still active but quiet. Your chest tightened. Something didn't feel right. Jungkook stared at his phone, jaw clenched. The photos haunted his screen, photos of you and a man, smiling close. He swiped again and again, trying to make sense of them. Then he opened your chat. Your messages was there, sweet, innocent, and timed exactly after the photos were sent. He let out a sharp exhale. He remembered that photo you once showed him. This is my cousin Jinwoo. He's more like a brother. Hadn't he seen this face before? But still, doubt was a slow poison. He tossed his phone aside and sank into the couch. Please tell me this is a misunderstanding. She smiled at the ceiling, victorious. Let's see if he still loves you after this, sister-in-law. The sound of a car engine startled you awake. You rushed to the window. Jungkook's car. Your heart leaped. You ran down the stairs, bare feet padding against the cold floor, only to stop halfway as you saw the door swing open. Jungkook entered, expression unreadable. His sharp suit did nothing to hide the storm in his eyes. You stepped forward slowly. "You're back?" He looked at you, and for a moment, just a brief moment, it was there. Uncertainty, doubt. Swallowed hard. "Is something wrong?" Before he could answer, Jiyoon descended the stairs like a queen. She wore her usual innocent expression as if nothing had happened. "Oppa, you're home?" She walked over to hug him, but Jungkook raised his hand. "Not now." She blinked. "What's wrong?" He looked at you again, then walked past both of you without a word, heading towards the guest room where Jinwoo had been staying for a day before leaving. You followed. "Jungkook, just give me a second." The room was empty, but Jungkook began scanning everything: pillows, drawers, the side table. You stood near the door, confused and tense. "Are you looking for something?" He didn't answer immediately, but eventually said, "Did he stay here?" You nodded. "Only for a night. I made him leave because I was scared your sister would say something. I asked him to stay at a hotel after that." He turned to look at you, eyes searching yours. "I got some pictures of you with him." You froze. "What?" "Jungkook, he's my cousin." "I know," he cut in. "I was stupid for doubting even a little." You blinked in surprise. "I confronted Jinwoo last night at the hotel. I called him and asked him everything, and then I checked the CCTV footage from our house." Your breath caught. "The camera? You never mentioned." He gave a tired smile. "It's hidden. Only I know where it is. I never thought I would need it, but I'm glad I kept it running." He turned to you fully now. "I saw everything. The way you were with him, harmless, like siblings, and the way my sister looked at you after. The way she treated you when I wasn't home." His jaw clenched. "She made you mop the floors twice. She cut the power to your room. She even tried to switch your laundry detergent with bleach. Why didn't you tell me anything about it? Why didn't you speak up?" Tears welled in your eyes. You had said nothing, endured everything. "I didn't want to bother you," you whispered. "You work so hard, and she's your family. I thought maybe she would change." He stepped forward, cupping your face gently. "She won't if you keep enduring. I'm sorry, I should have protected you better." He broke into a sob as he pulled you into his arms, holding you like the world was ending. "I love you," he whispered into your hair. No one gets to treat you, my wife, like this." Jihoon sat on the couch sipping tea calmly. Jungkook entered with you beside him. You held his hand, still trembling slightly. "Jihoon," he said coldly. She looked up, feigning innocence. "Yes, Oppa." "You are leaving this house today." She blinked. "What?" "I know what you did. The fake messages, the photos, the lies, the way you treated her when I wasn't here." Her smile faltered. "You have 2 hours to pack." She stood up, panic rising. "Oppa, you are believing her over your own sister. She's just..." "She's my wife," Jungkook said firmly. "And you? You are nothing but a jealous liar who tried to destroy our marriage." Your eyes widened slightly at his intensity. Jiyoon's lips parted, speechless. He stepped closer to her. "You are lucky I'm only asking you to leave. If I hadn't checked the footage, I might have believed you. But now I'm ashamed you share my blood." She laughed bitterly. "So this is how it ends? Kicked out because of her?" Jungkook nodded. "No, this is how it ends because of you. You hurt someone who only ever wanted to be kind to you." June stared at him for a moment, then at you, eyes burning with hatred. But you didn't flinch. She stormed upstairs without another word. You stood with Jungkook watching the city lights in silence. The chaos had settled, but a shadow still lingered in your heart. Why did you believe me? You asked softly, even after seeing those pictures. He looked down at you, brushing a strand of hair behind your ear. Because I know your eyes, I know your heart, and I trust you. You looked up, the moonlight bathing his face in silver. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner, you whispered. I'm sorry I let you suffer alone. He whispered back. He leaned down, his lips brushing your forehead. You're not alone anymore, not ever. And in that moment, for the first time since you married him, you truly felt like you were home.